All right, moving on with their spine. In this next video, we're going to use a new tool, and that's going to be a resistance band, and it can be one kind of connected like this, or anything elastic that you can find to press into. And we're going to use it two ways. The first way is we're going to use it as a line of the sand, if you will, of where we're not going to move. So we're going to place it somewhere on our back, we're going to get into position, and we're not going to move from that spot or anywhere up, and we're just going to try to move down underneath that area, and that'll make more sense as we actually get into it. And then the other use that we're going to implement it for is to use as a spot to move into, so a bit of tactile feedback, stimulus to get motion in one designated spot. Okay? Okay, to set up, you're going to take your band and you're going to place it on the spot in your back that you do not want to move, and then you're just going to sit up on all fours like normally. So here I've got it placed right around my lumbar junction where it meets my thoracic spine. And I'm going to start by rounding, flexing everything away from the ground, and then slowly trying to segment my lumbar spine, keeping that pressure into the band, not letting anything above the band move, as I just focus on getting as much motion from my lower back as possible. And again, my hands and my shoulder blades are pressing down towards the ground, rounding my spine up, keeping the upper back there, as I just think about moving from my tailbone into extension, up into the band, into flexion. And again, just pay attention to the nuance of feeling, and you compare this with the sensations without the band. And here I'm just bringing my hips closer to my hands, or my hands closer to my hips. This will make it easier in terms of resistance on the band, and in relation to moving the lumbar spine, the more closed off the hips are, the more difficult it can be to move those segments of the lower back. And for this next part, we're going to take a spot that you've identified in your Hinge Point training, a spot that you feel that you could get more motion from, or you'd like to get more movement out of, and then we're going to place that band around that segment. And then the focus here is on moving into the band, so using the band as a point to press towards. And then as you move to extension, the band is going to help to pull you down. So you could go with that, or you could try to slowly let it pull you into extension as you just resist that force. And here I started with my hands closer to my hips, again offering the least amount of resistance, and then moving them away to change that level of resistance. Again, I'm trying to just move from that one spot. If you watch this video, you'll see that the movement is actually generating somewhere else and getting not as much out of that one spot. So this is a good time to advocate for filming yourself. And here I've just adjusted the position, put the band somewhere on my thoracic spine, and now just trying to move from there. And again, you could do this for any and every section of your spinal column, just wherever you feel is necessary.